Hello everyone, welcome to another Blu-ray collection video. I haven't done one of these in I think 2.5 years. I went back and looked, and the last time I did one was October of 2017. So yeah, it's been a while. As you can tell here, my collection got a lot bigger. I actually had to change my, I guess you could say, shelves. Yeah, I bought a whole brand new big shelf here that holds tons of movies, as you can tell. And if you go back and look at my older collection videos, I had a shelf that's sort of like half the size of this one. I still have it. I just took it apart and replaced it with this one. But yeah, as you can tell right there, I'm not gonna be able to hold movies for much longer. So I might have to put that one back together and use that one as well. But yeah, I really like this new shelving unit that I have here. It's really, really nice. It holds a ton, obviously. And all of these shelves, by the way, are made by a company called Atlantic. I'm sure a lot of you guys who collect movies have, one of their products by now. And also over here, I had two of these small, these are very common, this kind of shelf. You've probably seen it before. If you go back and look at my older videos, it was basically, I had two of them. They're about, half the size of this one. I basically just combined both together to make one big one. And this section holds my TV show stuff, DVDs and Blu-ray. And then this section is, all movies. And then this section over here has Criterion's box sets that are just, too big for the shelf here. Yeah. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff here, and I'm doing this as part of my 10,000 subscriber, celebration, I guess you could say. I'm doing a whole bunch of videos for that, so this is going to be one of them, an entire Blu-ray collection. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. And by the way, if you go and look at my older collection videos, you'll notice some movies, have been changed just because I've, upgraded some to 4K. For example, I'm noticing right there, Evil Dead 1 and 2, I got those on 4K. So I basically took my old Blu-rays of those and just put them away. Like, I have a whole another thing of Blu-rays that's in my closet, just because I don't need them anymore. I need to go sell them, or something. I can't really do that right now because of the coronavirus, but yeah, I figure I'd just go take them to FYE or something and trade them in or whatever. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of movies that have been upgraded to 4K, so you'll notice some things aren't here anymore, or I actually do have older versions of Blu-rays here. I know I have the Ghostbusters 4K Steelbook right there, but I still have the Digibook that they made on, I think it was the 30th anniversary. Just because I like that edition also. So you'll notice some things have been changed, just because I've upgraded. But yeah, so technically these aren't all my Blu-rays. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I have a whole thing of extras in my closet. But yeah, let's get into it. So I figure I'd start over here. Oh, actually, I totally forgot to mention. Paramount decided to send me a Sonic paddle ball. I don't know why. They're advertising their, it's on digital, and they mailed this out to me. Anyways, so here we go. This is the, I really like this shelf because you can actually take out, the little shelf part and raise it or lower it, and it's customizable. So you can fit big sets on here. Oh, by the way, I put my Wizard poster right there. I really like that one. So starting off, actually, let's go to the Criterions. So I don't really show this that often because I'll buy Criterions usually only when they have the sale at Barnes & Noble, which I think is twice a year, right? So as you can tell, my Criterion collection is a lot bigger now, as compared to last time. I only had a handful. So I have Seven Samurai, Silence of the Lambs. I really love that Silence of the Lambs transfer. Some of these I haven't watched yet, by the way. So for example, M, I haven't watched yet, but I hear that's good. Do the Right Thing, of course, I've seen that. Notorious, saw that one. 8.5, didn't watch that yet. Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, seen that. Slacker and Dazed and Confused, two Richard Linklater films right next to each other. I watched Slacker and I didn't really like it that much. It was an interesting experiment, but The only one really good part about that movie was the part where the three guys are like throwing out their stuff that, you know, the girlfriend cheated on all three of them with or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, next we have Hunger. That was not a pleasant movie to watch. The great thing about Hunger, though, Michael Fassbender is really good in the movie. And there's a really cool part where there's one take that's like 12 minutes that goes uncut the whole time with him and what's his name from Game of Thrones. That was a great part of the movie. They should have got some sort of award for that. But Hunger was not really a pleasant movie to watch. I bought it just out of curiosity. A lot of these I just buy out of curiosity. Thin Red Line, Paths of Glory, Stanley Kubrick movie, and Kirk Douglas just passed away. He was like, I think he was 100, right? Modern Times, Charlie Chaplin, Great Dictator. Those are DVDs, by the way. I need to get these on Blu-ray. I bought these a long time ago before I was doing, you know, straight up Blu-ray only now. Stanley Kubrick's The Killing. I watched that. I really love that movie. That was really good. 12 Angry Men, The Gold Rush, Charlie Chaplin. On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. I've seen that before. I just haven't watched this Criterion yet of it. Badlands, I watched that. Monsieur Vidal, I can't say that. It's a Charlie Chaplin movie. I haven't watched it. I basically tried to buy all the Charlie Chaplin movies because I'm a fan of his. City Lights, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I haven't checked this one out yet. I wanted to buy all the Wes Anderson movies just because. Scanners, Eraserhead, Limelight, another Charlie Chaplin movie. This one is Moonrise Kingdom. Haven't watched that yet, but Wes Anderson, you know, I want to check out all his stuff because I really love Grand Budapest Hotel. Mulholland Drive, David Lynch. I also want to get into David Lynch. I watched this one and it was really good. I had to look up what the ending meant, but yeah, really well made. And Blue Velvet too. I watched that. This is a crazy movie. David Lynch is awesome though. I'm becoming a big fan. The Kid, Charlie Chaplin, Graduate, Pan's Labyrinth. Really nice transfer on this. Looks really good. Ghost World, Election. This movie is hilarious. This is literally one of the funniest movies I've ever watched in my life. Please watch Election if you haven't seen it. Oh my god, there's parts in that movie that made me like cry laughing. The Breakfast Club, of course, Princess Bride, and I really like this edition. It's like a book and everything. It's got a nice feel to it. Blue Velvet, I already mentioned, 1984, and The Circus. So there's all my Criterions, and as you can tell, once the next sale goes on, I'm going to have to make some space here somehow. Anyways, so next I got the Kubrick box set. I don't think I showed this before, ever. I got this as a Christmas gift, not this year, I think last 2018 or whatever. I always wanted this, so, you know, I asked my dad if I could get it for me, and he got it for me as a gift. So this one has his main 8 movies: Lolita, Dr. Strangelove, 2001, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut. The only 2 I haven't watched yet are Lolita and Barry Lyndon. I know I always, you know, say Kubrick's my favorite director, but I haven't seen all his work yet, just because I just never got around to it. But yeah, Kubrick is the best director ever lived. Next, we got the Back to the Future trilogy. This is the 30th anniversary one that lights up. If it'll... There we go. Really like this one. It's got the animated series in there, too, which is cool. And they're supposed to be doing the 35th anniversary set, supposedly. So, I don't know what that's going to look like. Iron Giant right there. And speaking of Spielberg, I just thought of this in Universal. Jaws just got announced as a 4K. So, I'm very excited for that. Because Jaws I only own on DVD. And next we got the Big Lebowski bowling ball sets, and you know, I got full unboxings for this Iron Giant if you want to go and, you know, see them in more detail. The Goonies set, and I got a funny story about this one I mentioned a couple times probably. I actually got this for free when there was an FYE closing years ago. What was this? It must have been like 6 or 7 years ago. The FYE that used to be near me, that closed, they were giving, you know, selling everything really cheap, and this was not marked with the price, so I got it for free. And yeah, it's the Goonies 25th anniversary set, which has a game and really cool stuff inside. And then going back to the top, I got my Breaking Bad barrel sets, and that's not part of the TV shows over there just because it's too big. And then the Planet of the Apes Caesar thing, and I did take out the movies that came inside just because I already own them. I switched them out. So basically I put the cooler versions inside. So let me show you real quick. For those of you guys who know, this set came out, let's get a really cool shot of Caesar right there. This set came out in 2014 after Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and it included Rise and Dawn inside, but I already owned, you know, this really nice slipcover version. And then I owned this really cool steelbook version of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So basically, I took those two standard versions and switched them out. So I put the better versions inside. And then I also stuck War for the Planet of the Apes in there, just because. Put all three movies together. And then it has like art cards and stuff inside. But I really love this head sculpt. It's really cool, or bust, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I really wish this had a steelbook on first release. It did eventually get one, but I think it was only standard Blu-ray, so whatever. But that movie looks fantastic on 4K, like seriously. And another thing you guys are going to notice, all my steelbooks have these protective cases on them, just because I started noticing scratches and stuff on the bottom, you know, of a lot of my steelbooks because of shelf wear and whatnot and moving stuff around. So I finally decided to protect all my steelbooks, because when you have a lot of steelbooks, they rub up against each other, and, you know, you want to protect them. You want to keep them looking nice. So every single one has a protector, and you'll see that eventually. And also what I do, I keep the J card, you know, inside the protector, because why not? You might as well. That way you can read little specs about the movie and whatnot if you need to. It just keeps everything together. So that's another reason why I wanted to get the protective cases. And yeah, I love this slipcover. This is the original release back in, I think, 2011. Yeah, the eyes shine on there. That's really cool. So yeah, I kind of customized this housing right here, and look at all that dust. Jesus. Not that I don't love these movies. I do. It's just, you know, I don't watch them that often anymore, just because I got so many other movies. But that is the Caesar sculpt, one of my favorite things about my whole collection. So let me put him back right there. All right, so now, actually, I should actually go over here first. Let's save the best for last. So now this is my TV show section. So I kind of merged DVDs and Blu-rays together just because, just to have all my TV stuff in one area. And behind me is my actual DVD collection, which, you know, I obviously don't buy DVDs anymore. So I have a video on that one if you want to check that out. But I basically took out all the TV show, you know, releases and just stuck them over here. So it's a mix of DVDs and Blu-rays. So starting off, American Horror Story Season 1. That was a Christmas gift from my friend Shannon, and I never watched it. I think my sister watched it, so that's cool. But I'm not really a fan or anything. I was like, okay, thanks. Animaniacs, I didn't know this was a thing, this DVD release, the full series. This came out, I think, at the end of 2018, and when I found out about it, I was like, oh my god, I need to buy that, because they took Animaniacs off Netflix, and that disappointed me. They're supposed to be doing a reboot for Hulu, but yeah, I was like really happy they made that set, because now I can have it, obviously. Arrested Development, seasons 1, 2, 3, and then season 4 right there. I bought that before we had Netflix in my house. So, yeah, I kind of regret buying that, but it's okay. Arrested Development's really cool. As vs. Evil Dead, all 3 seasons right there. The Best Buy exclusive Steelbooks. First season was a metal pack. Whatever happened to metal packs, by the way? Are they still making those? Avatar, The Last Airbender, I got this for free, the Steelbook set recently. For those of you who watch my channel, you know that. And also, as part of my 10,000 subscribers celebration, I guess you could say, I'm giving this away. I'm going to be mailing this out to somebody in my giveaway video. So, by the time this video uploads, there should be like 5 other videos I made, and one of them is a giveaway, and I'm giving this away. So if you're interested in getting this set mailed out to you, go to that giveaway video, and yeah, just follow the rules. Band of Brothers, that was a Black Friday purchase from, what is it, 5 months ago? Yeah. I did a whole haul video if you want to check that out. Batman the Animated Series, the limited edition one, and then I have Batman Beyond. I bought these a couple years ago before the Blu-ray release, so now there's a Blu-ray of Batman Beyond. I'm not going to buy it though, just because I already have these. I did have this on DVD, but I was like, oh man, I gotta upgrade Batman the Animated Series. Better Call Saul, Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. And guys, do you guys watch Better Call Saul? Because I'm actually recording this video on Wednesday. So 2 nights ago was the episode called Bagman. That episode was fantastic. Jesus. I kind of want to go back to doing reaction videos, maybe, but I don't know. For Better Call Saul, I don't know. I might want to do it now because that episode was so good. Probably the best of the whole series. Man. Anyways, Boardwalk Empire, seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I started buying these when the show was first coming out, actually. So this DVD, I think I actually bought way back in 2000. Must have been 2011, I think the show started. This was before I was like, you know, all about Blu-ray. So just to keep it consistent, I bought the rest on DVD also as they came out. There is a Blu-ray set, but I don't know if I'm going to buy that ever. If I was filthy rich, I would, but, you know. But, yeah, Boardwalk Empire is a fantastic show. Cat Dog DVD right there. This I actually bought recently. I know I say I don't buy DVDs, but they had the Chappelle Show collection, the complete series. This was like $10 or something at Best Buy, and I was like, you know what, I might as well, because that show's hilarious. And there's no Blu-ray, so, you know, why not? Chernobyl, that was a Black Friday purchase. Courage the Cowardly Dog, also bought that around the same time I bought Animaniacs. So I guess Warner Brothers, you know, put out all these box sets I had no idea about. Family Guy, Blue Harvest, that is a old release from a long time ago. Love that special. And it also came with a Peter Griffin versus the Chicken DVD. Yeah. And then Fargo, season 1, that came with the beanie inside. I never did watch the other seasons of Fargo. I love this first season, though. Firefly, this was a Black Friday 2018. I bought it just because I always heard things about Firefly. And it's safe to say now, I'm a huge Firefly fan. Like, this show is amazing. I would put it in my top 5, even though it's only 1 season. Yeah, Firefly is awesome. I'm so glad I bought that set right there. Game of Thrones, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. Everyone's favorite season. The Pacific, that was a Black Friday purchase also. And then also, when I was buying Animaniacs, I said I might as well buy all the Pinky and the Brain seasons. And for some reason, season 1 didn't have a slipcover. It's kind of weird. I bought these off BestBuy.com. Yeah, Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain also. Anyways, going down here, we got Prison Break, season 1. My favorite season of that show. Unfortunately, this is not on Netflix anymore. I remember back 6 years ago or so, it was on Netflix and everybody was watching it, and I was one of those people. So when my FYE was closing that I mentioned before, they had these 2 DVDs there, and I bought these. And I bought this not knowing it was actually on Netflix. I thought this was like a special movie that was separate. This is just actually the last 2 episodes of the show, like just put together as a movie. So I kind of was stupid. But anyways, yeah. Season 1 of Prison Break's awesome. I never watched the revival season, though. I should have checked that out. But anyways, Samurai Jack. This was an Amazon sale that I bought recently. I forgot how much it was, but it was way cheaper than the regular price. So I'm actually looking forward to rewatching this whole show because I need to. I grew up with it. And that last season's supposed to be good, and I haven't seen it. Sopranos Blu-ray set, of course. Love that one. Stranger Things season 1. Now, I have it turned over just because it's too tall. It can't fit. And it's that VHS style packaging. I actually kind of regret buying this because, you know, it's on Netflix. But, you know, I was excited. I was like, oh, it's a VHS style package and it's really cool. And it is really cool. But then months later, they released a 4K version. I'm like, really? You couldn't have done that in the first place? Yeah, so I'm not going to buy the other seasons on physical media, but, you know, it's still cool to have that. And a Star Wars The Clone Wars DVD from Blockbuster. Yes, Blockbuster. This contains, like, the first 4 episodes, I think, of the show. Yeah. And I don't know why. I think I got this for, like, really cheap or something. I can't remember why I bought that. That was, like, 100 years ago I bought that. Anyways, let's move down here to Tom and Jerry. I never did find Essentials Volume 1. What's it called? Oh, Spotlight Series. Or collection. Yeah, this is volume 2, but this has really good episodes on it. I found this at a store. I forget which store it was. A store that you wouldn't typically find DVDs at. But I saw that. I'm like, oh, might as well buy it. This must have been like 10 years ago. I don't know. Anyways, Walking Dead, season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and then 7. I stopped buying after 7 just because I kind of lost interest in the series. And plus, it's on Netflix. And the story behind me not getting season 5. So basically, back in 2010, I bought the first season. Then a year later, you know, the second, and then the third, then the fourth. And then by the time season 5 came out, which I think was 2014, right? Hold on a minute. 2010, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 2014. We had Netflix, I think. And I was like, oh, I really don't need to buy the seasons anymore because they're on Netflix. So I stopped. And then I started doing my YouTube channel, and I saw that they were, you know, for season 6 when it was coming out, they had a steelbook. And I'm like, maybe that'd be cool to buy and unbox and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I could have a steelbook for the whole show. And plus it's on Blu-ray. I've been used to watching Walking Dead on DVD. So I got excited, and I bought it. And then season 7 had a really cool, you know, red, white, and black steelbook. And, you know, it had the whole Negan artwork and stuff. So I got excited for that one. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to explain why I don't own season 5 for some reason. Season 5 is really good. Yeah. And then we got some video games, and that's not part of this video. Anyways, so let's get on to the main collection here. Gotta stand up for this one. All right. So on the top here, I got some Pops just because. Yeah, so here we go. And if you guys don't know how I alphabetize, basically, for example, Too Fast, Too Furious, you'd think I'd stick with the other Fast and Furious movies, but since it starts with a 2, I'm going to put it in the 2s. So Too Fast, Too Furious, 2 Guns, 3 from Hell, 4K, 310 to Yuma, 8 Mile, 10 Cloverfield Lane, 12 Years a Slave, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, 30 Minutes or Less, 300 Rise of an Empire, 1917. I watched 1917, by the way, and it was really good. Addams Family, 1 and 2. Air Force One on 4K, that was a Black Friday purchase from 2018, I think. Airplane, Akira, I actually bought this recently, before the coronavirus got crazy. I was in Best Buy, and I was walking around, and I saw this, and it was really cheap, and I'm like, okay. Because everybody's always talking about Akira, and Taika Waititi is supposed to make a live-action version of this, which I'm very interested how that's going to look. This movie was interesting. Really well made and really cool aspects, but wow, it's very weird. Really good though, but very strange at the end. Alfred Hitchcock collection with his 5 essential movies: Psycho, North by Northwest, The Birds, Rear Window, and Vertigo. Oh no, that's 6 movies. Oh no, it is 5. Sorry, there's a big sticker right there that says 5 movies, and for some reason I said it was 6. Can you tell that I'm tired right now? Alien, the 35th anniversary Blu-ray, and then we got the 4K 40th anniversary one. This was a Black Friday purchase from 6 months ago. Anyways, I haven't checked out this 4K yet. Aliens, the 30th anniversary Blu-ray right there. I really love these 2 sets that they did. Really cool. Very similar to each other. Alien Covenant Steelbook, Alita Battle Angel. This was a Black Friday purchase from a couple months ago. No slipcover, unfortunately. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, 3D. American Hustle. Love this slipcover. This is one of my favorite slipcovers I own. Really nice golden look. And I love this movie. I'm a huge fan of American Hustle. American Sniper, standard Blu-ray. Anchorman 1 and 2. At one point I said this was my favorite Steelbook. I might need to do an update on that, but I do love this one still. Definitely top 5, no matter what. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Annabelle, Apocalypse Now. Final Cut, 4K. And then I have that really cool Steelbook from Zavvi right there. Apollo 13, Aquaman, Army of Darkness, Arrival. Alright, so moving down, we have, getting down on my knees actually, Austin Powers, 1, 2, and 3. Oh god, I'm so glad I bought this. This was like 10 bucks at Best Buy, and oh my god. These movies always make me laugh out loud, no matter what. And does anyone else love Goldmember the best? I feel like a lot of people don't, but I do. I don't know why. That one makes me laugh more than the other ones. The part with him in the fountain was, oh my god. Avatar, the big Blu-ray set. Why is Avatar not on 4K? You'd think of any movie, Avatar would get a 4K. I think it has to do with James Cameron. I think he's like, oh no, I gotta be part of the 4K process. You know, kind of like with Terminator 2. He was very much involved in that. Anyways, the Babadook, really cool slipcover that opens up or whatever. Baby Driver, Bad Times at the El Royale, and Batman the Killing Joke, that big box set, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Ben-Hur with that weird packaging that never continued, called the Diamond Deluxe packaging. Then it has a bonus disc right here next to it. Then we got Big. I got this for like $5 just because I visited FAO Schwartz in New York and I wanted to see this movie. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Shout Factory release, really cool. I got this for a good price also. Birdman with the slipcover that opens up. Black Klansman, bought that after the Oscars last year. Blade Runner, Final Cuts. Isn't it called Final Cut? Right? Sorry, I'm like blanking right now. I know Apocalypse Now is called Final Cut. Anyways, sorry, I'm like, I just woke up. Blade Runner 2049, Steelbook, Blazing Saddles. Oh yeah, by the way, Blade Runner is my favorite movie. I just kind of totally forgot to mention that. The Blues Brothers, Steelbook, Bohemian Rhapsody, Bourne Classified Collection, Boyhood, Boys in the Hood, Brave, Bumblebee, Captain America. Now, I do have the new Steelbook of that, but I kept this version out just because it's that Best Buy slipcover from way back in 2011. Kind of rare, so, you know, I'm kind of going to keep that one. Carrie, standard Blu-ray right there of Carrie, the original one. Cars 1 and 2, Chappie, Child's Play, and then the Child's Play remake right here. And then this Child's Play is the Scream Factory one, which is cool. Oh, excuse me. Chucky box set right here, the original one. Clint Eastwood 20 film collection. Cloverfield, Coco, Coen Brothers 4 movie collection. Conjuring, Counselor, Crawl. This was a Black Friday purchase, and I think Quentin Tarantino said this was the best movie of 2019. Or something like that, besides his own movie. So I need to check that one out. Creed 1 and 2 Steelbook, Cult of Chucky, Dallas Buyers Club, Daniel Craig collection of the first 3 James Bond movies he did. Spectre I own also on Steelbook. Dark Knight Trilogy, I need to get that on 4K. Dark Phoenix, everyone's favorite movie. Deadpool 1 and 2 Steelbook, and the Die Hard. What is that, 25th anniversary? Yeah. Alright, so let's go down again. My arms are starting to get tired. We're already 30 minutes in. Disaster Artist, Django Unchained, Dr. Sleep, Dogma, Don John, Drive. I'm so glad I found that Steelbook. Dunkirk, E.T. Extraterrestrial, Edge of Tomorrow, 8th Grade, Elysium, Enter the Dragon, Escape Plan, Evil Dead 1 and 2, Evil Dead Remake, Ex Machina, Exorcist, Expendables 1, 2, and 3. This was a Black Friday purchase. There's people outside doing yard work, by the way. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of annoying. Great timing. Fantastic Beasts. I kind of regret not buying the Steelbook now that I, you know, buy 4Ks all the time. At the time, I didn't get the Steelbook just because it was 4K. Because I got the sequel on Steelbook. Crimes of Grindelwald. And by the way, I gotta point out, you're gonna notice I have a whole bunch of A24 movies now because I'm a huge A24 fan, so I went ahead and bought a whole bunch of their movies. And Ex Machina was really good. But little did I know, a lot of them are on Netflix anyways. Another A24, The Farewell, need to check that out still. Alright, so now we get into the Fast and Furious movies. And like I mentioned, if it doesn't start with the word fast, it's going to be separate. So like Fate of the Furious is over here. So Fast and the Furious 1, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 4, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw was kind of underwhelming. It was alright, but like I expected more. I don't know. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, classic. Fate of the Furious. Then we got The Fault in Our Stars, Fifth Element, Fight Club, and this slipcover is rare. I'm glad I have it. This was released in 2009. Finding Nemo, Finding Dory again. This was the original Target Steelbook. I believe it was Target, yeah. And then this is the new 4K Steelbook, so I kind of own both now. Anyways, The First Purge, Florida Project, Frozen 1 and 2. And by the way, for those of you always asking me, am I going to get the rest of the Pixar movies on 4K Steelbook? I've answered this a couple times, but some people seem to not, notice. I'm not going to because, now that Disney Plus is here, I don't really see a point in getting them. I was excited at first because I didn't own any of the Pixar movies, really. I had a few of them, but now they finally released them in 4K Steelbook, and I got excited, and I bought them. And now that they own that they've released the rest of them, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I should buy them because, they're on Disney Plus, and yeah, I don't know. If I was filthy rich, I would. The Fugitive, Furious 7, Fury. Again, another example, Fast and Furious. It doesn't start with the word fast, so it's going to be over here. I don't know. That's just kind of how I do it. Fury with Brad Pitt, The Game. I kind of regret buying this one because The Game is on Criterion. It's a cool looking steelbook though. It's kind of basic, but I want to buy the Criterion version instead because this movie was really good. David Fincher is one of my favorite directors. Game Night, that was a Black Friday purchase from 2018. Really fun movie. Get Out, I upgraded this one to 4K. It's funny, if you go back and watch my Blu-ray unboxing, it didn't have a slipcover. It didn't have a digital copy. It was a nightmare. So I'm glad I upgraded it. And it looks fantastic on 4K. Ghostbusters Digibook from 2014, and then the new Steelbook from 2019. Really love that edition. Girl on the Train, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, love that movie. David Fincher. Glass. Should have bought the standard 4K. Because this version, the cards fall out, and yeah. Go back and watch my video for that. Godfather Trilogy, Godzilla, and then the sequel on Steelbook. Gone Girl, another David Fincher movie. Good Day to Die Hard, everyone's favorite movie, everyone's favorite Die Hard movie. Good Dinosaur, and then I have, this was the original Best Buy lenticular cover, which I love. And then I went ahead and bought the Steelbook, because like I said, I got excited and wanted to buy all of them. Good Time, A24. I love this movie, Good Time. If you guys know any other movies that are similar to Good Time, please let me know. Goodfellas, Safdie brothers made that, and they made Uncut Gems, which was my favorite movie from 2019. Grand Budapest Hotel, mentioned that earlier. Gravity, Great Escape, Green Book, Green Room, Gremlins, Grindhouse, Grudge Match, Hacksaw Ridge, Halloween on 4K, Halloween 2018 on 4K, Hangover 2, Hangover 3. I own Hangover 1 on DVD, I just never upgraded it. And I love all three movies, I don't care what anybody says. Harry Potter 8 film collection on 4K, Hateful Eight, Heathers, love that Steelbook. Heaven Knows What, this is another Safdie brothers movie, but it's not A24. And this was not a very pleasant movie to watch, but it was really well made. Really cool music, and I don't know, it's just a really well made movie, but it's not for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Hellraiser on Arrow Video. My only Arrow release. I just wanted to check out all the Hellraiser movies, and this is definitely the best one. And I love that release, it's really cool. Hereditary, Hitchcock, with Anthony Hopkins. All three Hobbit movies with the lenticular covers on them. Home Alone collection with the first two movies, the only ones that matter. Hot Fuzz. Now, I do own the 4K release of the Cornetto trilogy, but I love this steelbook, so I decided to keep it. House at the End of the Street with J-Law. All three How to Train Your Dragons on 4K steelbook. All 4 Hunger Games movies, and I always joke about this, speaking of J-Law, they're all a very different version. Like, this one is a trifold, this one is a standard Blu-ray, this one's a steelbook, and then this one's like a weird tall book thing. I don't know. All 4 of them are really different from each other. I don't know why I bought them like that, but yeah. iRobot, the reason why it has a comma, so that's why it's before, you know, Ice Age. And Ice Age 5 movie collection, that was a Black Friday purchase. Imitation Game, Inception, Incredibles 1 and 2, Indiana Jones collection, Inside Out. I used to have the Best Buy Inside Out exclusive with the little cards in the slipcover, kind of like Glass, but, you know, I obviously bought this one, and this one's way better, this steelbook. So I switched it out. Interstellar, Iron Man. Now, I own this on 4K also, but this slipcover is rare, so I'm going to keep this one. Stephen King's It, and then the 2 It movies from 2017 and 2019. Yeah. Jason Bourne, the Walmart exclusive Jason Bourne. Jay and Silent Bob reboot, Jigsaw, John Wick 1, 2, and 3. I kind of want to get a steelbook for the first John Wick, now that, you know, the other ones have it. Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Joy, Jumanji, all the Jumanjis. And we got Jurassic World collection with all the Jurassic movies. And then coming down here, we actually have CDs. So I'm not going to go over these. These are just CDs. Let's move down. And that's another thing I like about this shelf. You can actually put CDs in the middle. So as you can tell, I have a whole bunch. I try not to buy CDs anymore because I don't really see a point. But yeah, I had to put them all somewhere. Justice League, Kevin Smith 3-movie collection with Clerks, Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Kick-Ass 1 and 2. This was a Black Friday purchase. King Kong 1933, and then King Kong 2005. I'm kind of mad that I bought this Blu-ray because a 4K came out shortly after, and I didn't know about it. King of Comedy, Kingsman 1 and 2, right there. Knives Out, Kong, Skull Island, La La Land, Lady Bird, another A24 movie that I haven't watched yet. And unfortunately, a lot of those A24 movies I bought didn't have slipcovers, so I'm kind of mad about that. Lego Movie, Lego Batman Movie, Leon the Professional, The Lighthouse, Flying on Me Lobster, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Logan, Lone Survivor, and I always love pointing this out. It is a Sam's Club exclusive. When are you going to see that? Anyways, Looper, Lucy, that Lucy, I really love this one because it has the lenticular cover from 2014. I think that movie came out. Mad Max, Scream Factory. Yeah, it is a Scream Factory, even though it's not really a horror movie. Mad Max Fury Road looks fantastic on 4K. I need to get the other 2 Mad Max movies. Madagascar collection, Mallrats, Man of Steel. Now, over here, I have my MCU collection all proudly displayed. Right here, I have my Iron Man pop, kind of being a sort of divider between, you know, the movies here. So basically, these are all the original Steelbook movie releases for MCU films. So whatever the first Steelbook was for an MCU movie, that's what this all is right here. So, you know, Iron Man. Actually, Iron Man had a DVD Steelbook, weird enough, way back in 2008. But that's the new 4K Steelbook right there. Incredible Hulk, that comic book looking one. Iron Man 2, that the metal pack Target one. This is really rare. They only made 30,000 of them, so I'm glad to have that. First Thor on 4K, Captain America on 4K, Avengers. This is the empty Iron Pack that you fill with your own discs or whatever, right there. So I actually had that regular version, so I filled it up with that. Iron Man 3, 4K. Thor: The Dark World. That one's rare, I think. Captain America: Winter Soldier. Guardians 1, I know that's rare. Age of Ultron with Ultron on the back. They had another one with Vision, but I decided to go with Ultron because he's cooler. Ant-Man Steelbook, Civil War Steelbook, Doctor Strange Steelbook, Guardians Volume 2. This is when they started being 4K no matter what, so that's cool. Let's move over. Where was I? Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Endgame, and Far From Home. So these are all in release order, obviously. So there's all 23 MCU movies. And another video I'm doing as part of my 10,000 subscribers. I'm re-ranking this entire series yet again. So go ahead and check that video out. I'm also re-ranking the DC EU. So yeah. Man with No Name trilogy, of course. Love these movies. I really want Criterion to do a release of this trilogy, because that would be amazing. I think I'd literally die if they did that. The Martian, Matrix on 4K. This was a Black Friday purchase. Maze Runner 1 and 2. I never did buy Maze Runner 3 just because I kind of lost interest in the series. Men in Black trilogy, Men in Black International. This was a Black Friday purchase. No slipcover though. Metallica Through the Never. Mid-90s and Midsummer. This is one of those A24 movies that I bought a whole bunch of, and I really like this one. Glad it has a slipcover. Jonah Hill did a really good job with that movie. And Midsummer is amazing. I already own that one, obviously. Yeah. Minions Steelbook, or Iron Pack, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't even say Minions on the side, so... Mission Impossible Collection. This contains the first 4 movies. This is like a Canadian release, I think. I bought this, I think, on eBay or something. I don't know. I just wanted to have all the movies. Of course, now they released a whole 4K set of all the movies. Rogue Nation. This is the 5th movie. And then Fallout's the 6th movie. Moana, Monuments Men, Moonlight, The Mule. I just bought this out of curiosity one day. I'm a huge Clint Eastwood fan, and this might be his last acting role. I don't know yet. But I haven't checked this out yet, but I was just curious. I was like, I might as well buy it. The Mummy trilogy on 4K. This was another Amazon like hot deal or whatever. I think this was like $20 or something. The regular price for this is outrageous. I forget what it is, but I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This thing normally costs that much. Anyways, yeah, I really love how these look in 4K. The first 2 Mummy movies, I really love those. I grew up with them. The second one's not really good, but you know what? It's still fun. And the third movie's kind of like, whatever. I don't know. It's kind of meh. Murder on the Orient Express on 4K. Napoleon Dynamite, 10th anniversary. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Natural Born Killers, another one of those Diamond Deluxe things. Nebraska, Need for Speed, Neighbors 1 and 2. The Nice Guys. I need The Nice Guys to have a slipcover. Did they make one with a slipcover? Because I love this movie. Underrated movie. Nightcrawler, No Country for Old Men, Old Oz Frozen Adventure. This is a Black Friday purchase. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That big vinyl edition right there. One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. Digibook. The Other Guys. Out of the Furnace. Over the Hedge. Parasites. Paul. Peanut Butter Falcon. I was curious about that movie, and it was really good. Shia LaBeouf was awesome in that movie. Peanuts movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then my favorites. I love always joking about this. This set has like 100 discs, and then it has a Lego Black Pearl. I bought this way back in 2011. Underrated movie. Pirates 5, we don't talk about that one. Planet of the Apes original collection with the original 5 movies. Right there. The first movie is obviously the best one. I dropped my phone. Sorry about that. Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. The only reason I bought this was because it was cheap and it had a movie ticket or voucher or whatever to go see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And I wanted to have all the movies. Detective Pikachu, Black Friday purchase. Predator 3 movie collection. This was also Black Friday purchase. The Predator, the new one. Project X, Prometheus. The first 3 Purge movies. I have the first Purge all the way up there, aka the 4th movie, you know what I mean? A Quiet Place, Raging Bull, Rain Man, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Rambo was a Black Friday purchase. Ramparts, Ratatouille, Ready or Not was really good. I was so curious about this movie, and it was really awesome. Ready Player One. Alright, let's Let's go down here. Return of the Living Dead, Revenant, Ride Along, Rise of the Zombies, Rocket Man, Rocky 6 movie collection. We got Rogue One Steelbook. We got Room, another A24 with no slipcover, unfortunately, but really good movie. The Sandlot, Sausage Party, Savages, Saw collection with the first 7 movies right there. And then, of course, you know, they released a newer set of this, which comes with, actually like with a puzzle or something. I don't know. Scarface on 4K, Schindler's List, Scream. It says 5 film sets. It only says that because it's got 2 documentaries. So I guess they count those as films for some reason. Scream 4, 7. My favorite David Fincher movie, which is 7. Selma, Serenity, the Firefly follow-up, and I really loved this movie. It was really good. It looks fantastic on 4K. Shape of Water, Shaun of the Dead, Steelbook. Like I said, I love this Steelbook, so I'm going to keep it, even though I got all 3 right here on 4K. That's the Cornetto trilogy on 4K. Shazam, Shrek Collection, Sicario, Sid and Nancy, Silver Linings Playbook, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. I own the first Sin City on DVD. I need to get it on Blu-ray because it's really good. Excuse me. Slapshot. This was like $5. Snatch, Solo, Star Wars Story, Space Jam, Spaceballs, Spectre, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Split, Spring Breakers, A Star is Born, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond. I own the first Star Trek on DVD. Star Wars, the first 6 movies, and then we got the sequel trilogy. Still Alice, Straight Outta Compton, Stuber, that was a Black Friday purchase. Suicide Squad, Super Troopers 1 and 2, Superbad. Fun fact, this is the first Blu-ray we ever owned in my house. This came out in like 2007, I believe. Just like the movie, right? Yeah. Still love that Blu-ray. I just watched it the other day, and it still looks awesome. Swiss Army Man, another A24, Tarantino box sets, Tarzan, Taxi Driver, Ted 1 and 2, and Terminator 1. We need Terminator 1 on 4K. Come on, James Cameron, what are you doing? Same with True Lies. Terminator 2, Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Dark Fate. I own Terminator 3 and 4 on DVD. Thelma and Louise, Theory of Everything, There Will Be Blood, They Live, The Thing, This Means War. I think This Means War was like $5 or something. That's the reason why I own that. Thor 1 and 2. Now, I have the other, Thor 1 and 2 on Steelbook, but these slipcovers are rare. So, yeah, this is the 2011 slipcover, and then this is the Loki slipcover. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Love that movie. Titanic, To Kill a Mockingbird, Tomb Raider, Top Gun. Oh, Tomb Raider was a Black Friday purchase, I think. The Town, love that movie. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we got Transformers 3. I own the first 2 on DVD, and the second movie is horrible. Yeah. Transformers 4, Age of Extinction. I didn't bother buying 5 because these movies suck. Except for Bumblebee. Bumblebee was really good. The Tree of Life, that's on Criterion now. Trick or Treat, Scream Factory release, True Grit, Tusk, Unbreakable, Uncut Gems, Under the Skin, another A24 I haven't checked out yet. Universal Classic Monster Collection, this was an Amazon hot deal. Untouchables, Us, V for Vendetta, Venom. We got Waiting, Wall Street, Warrior, Watchmen, Whiplash, The Witch. I love The Witch. It was really good. Fantastic movie. The Wizard. The ending was very disturbing, though. I gotta say that. The Wolf of Wall Street, Wonder Woman, World War Z, Wreck-It Ralph, The Wrestler, the first 6 X-Men movies, and then we got the 7th movie, Days of Future Past. Then we got the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse, Yesterday, Young Frankenstein, Zombieland 1 and 2, and that's it. Oh my god. Ooh. 50 minutes, and I know I've done videos longer than that, but I don't know, I'm just kind of tired right now. That's my whole Blu-ray collection, everybody. I know people have been asking for a long time for me to do an updated collection video, so there you go. I don't know how many I have, but it's a lot, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And that's about it. So thanks for watching this, and I have a whole bunch of other videos, like I said, as part of my 10,000 subscriber celebration. So check those out, and that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me get a wide shot. Bye-bye.